digging any deeper. Councillor Vesey, I was quite surprised at the shortness of your question, seeing the length of it when you emailed it to me, which I thank you very much. The email that you sent was largely based on an email that I'd also received from Mr. Roberts, and I've already sent him a copy of what I'm going to read out. Following the receipt of the question, Mr. Dillon arranged for one of the officers to speak to the lifeboat station management and brought the letter to their attention. And we generally agree that it is a good point regarding the RNLI running courses where participants enter the sea in the South Bay, where the current advice is against bathing. It's fair to say that the RNLI did not appear to have considered bathing water quality in their risk register when running these courses. The suggestion of using North Bay will be considered. However, when assessing risk, other factors also need to be considered, such as sea state, tides, rocks, currents, etc. I, as portfolio holder, am fully aware that intensive investigations and pollution prevention inspections are ongoing by the Environment Agency and partners of the Yorkshire Bathing Water Partnership around South Bay in order to better understand and minimise background levels of pollution. In regard to the specific bullet points raised in the letter, which says, I would therefore ask of you as a portfolio holder for coast protection if when allowing or promoting these courses with the Borough Council contractor, the RNLI, if the schools from which they come are aware of the current status of the bathing water quality in the South Bay. And the reply is, the Borough Council does not hold this information. The courses are offered by the RNLI, and this is a matter for them to determine the appropriate course content. The next part of the question, are the parents of the participating children and education authorities made aware of the poor bathing water quality in the South Bay that the RNLI chose to utilise for those courses? Again, the reply is, the Borough Council does not hold this information. The courses are offered by the RNLI, and this is a matter for them to determine the appropriate course content. The third part, do you consider that the Borough Council as a council has done enough to inform the public and, more importantly, custodians and parents of visiting children of the health risks of allowing very young children to expose themselves to the health risks that arrive without prior notice in our bathing waters? Yes, the Borough Council has 3 signs within the bay at beach access points, clearly showing information on the bathing water quality classification and which display the advice against bathing symbol. And the layout of those signs is very much dictated by the Environment Agency. Information is also available on websites such as the Environment Agency and the Marine Conservation Society's Good Beach Guide. The fourth question says, does the Council and the RNLI provide health or injury insurance indemnity for participants of these courses? And if so, are the insurance companies aware of the current status of the bathing water quality in South Bay? And the reply is, the Borough Council does not, as these courses are offered by the RNLI, and I am not able to answer if insurance companies are aware of bathing quality in the South Bay. And then finally, I would ask, does the Borough Council as a corporate body take a different viewpoint to the Environment Agency of the risk posed to these children and vulnerable adults alike? And if so, is that based on a different risk matrix or on different water quality samples and analysed from the South Bay waters? The Borough Council works closely with the EA within the Bathing Water Partnership, and the standards are clearly specified in the Bathing Water Directive.